Sea Change is an audio drama written and directed by Jill Korn. The play is suitable for all ages.
Here, Jess, here! Ah, I'm a doddering old fool. I keep forgetting I had my Jess. I just get that feeling, like she's still walking beside me. Though I ken what my great granny would have said. It's one of the wee folk keeping you company. Aye, that would be it. Or maybe I'm just missing the old girl. There's a good many stories told in these islands of ours. I believe the Irish tell the same stories, dating back to Celtic times. Our hills and lochs and shores were full of all kinds of fairies, though they didn't take kindly to folk crying them that. In the time of my great granny, they were known as the She, and you minded your manners around them. There were those who were in good terms with the islanders. They would make the butter churn quicker and the crops grow stronger. Others were full of malice and would grab at any chance to do mischief. They would smash the eggs in the hen coop or curdle the milk and cause the newborn lambs to sicken and die. The She were known to be shy of us, and they avoided being seen if they could. But the wariest of all were the turnskins, those who preferred showing themselves in their animal forms. If ever they appeared like one of us, it was for reasons of their own. And if you ever meet one, well, better you don't, and that's all that is about it, as my great granny would have said.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ship is about to dock at Brodick. Vehicle passengers are requested to make their way to the car deck and await instructions for disembarking. Thank you.
Does that mean me?
Sorry?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I was just thinking out loud. Just wondering if I need to go and get my bike. If it counts as a vehicle, like.
I should think so. If you're not a foot passenger, you're a vehicle passenger, I reckon.
Yeah, suppose that's logical. I'd better get a move on then.
You're not from around here. Up for a holiday?
Not really. I'm working for the summer. Got a job in one of the hotels.
Oh, which one?
Granny. It's in Brodick.
The Ochrani. Not a bad place to work by all accounts. They keep a few decent malts there, so I've been told. Good luck. Enjoy the island.
I will. Thanks.
Hey, English boy.
Me?
You forgot your helmet.
Oh, thanks. I need that.
You surely do. There's all sorts of hidden dangers lurking on the island of Arran, son.
Thanks again. I'll send you a drink if you're ever in the Ochrani.
Aye, I'll not say no. Well, I'd better get my old bones moving too, I suppose. Oh, hello, Aggie. I didn't see you there. How's Dougie doing these days? Oh, just the same, is it? Oh, and I heard he was on the mend.
Did they say turn right or left coming away from the pub? If this is Lamlash, then I must have walked from... Where? Where's Brodick again? I thought it was right. Right to go right, that's right, isn't it? Maybe it was left. Right to go left, wrong to go right. Nobody said anything about ending up on a beach, though. First night off in a week and I'm well lost. And what's that blinking light over there? Blink, blink, blink. Maybe that's Brodick. Oh, it's wet. Me shoes, me jeans, I'm all wet. Nah, this can't be right. I'm in the flipping sea. Who's that? Coming closer. Maybe they know where... Hello? I can't see you. Are you in the sea? You must be drunker than I am. Even drunker. Drunk the sea, have you? Stop it. Don't insult the lady. Where is your manners? Can you help me, please? I need to get back to Brodick. Back that way. Up the hill. You sure? Well, ta very much, miss. Thanks. See you, around, maybe? Hello again. I'm sorry. I don't know your name.
It's Fergus. Just Fergus.
Paul Morris.
Oh, good to meet you again, Paul.
And you. What can I get you, Fergus? On me, of course.
Oh, now, what malts do you have? This isn't my usual stamping ground, you know. Very nice it is, too.
There's dozens. I haven't counted them. Never heard of some of them. There's one called Sheep Dip...
The one's a blend, son. Not a malt. Oh, I think I'll have a wee hardened one. The one 22-year-old. You see it? Aye, that'll do nicely.
Double?
Well,
Treble.
a wee treble. That'll be grand, thank you. And what'll you have, son?
Can't drink on duty, Fergus. Anyway, I'd better not after last night.
Oh, get me nights then, was it?
Just trying out the local ale and the local music like. Thought I'd try all the pubs on the island while I'm here.
And eyeing up the local lasses, eh? Where were you last night?
There's something... Tavern? In Lamlash?
Ah, the Pierhead. That's a fair step from here. Did you go on your bike?
Went on the bus. Reckoned I'd walk home because I'd put a few away. I was a bit far gone when I set off back. Went the wrong way. And a funny thing...
A funny thing?
A funny thing happened on the way to the Ockrani. Sounds like a joke, eh?
What was it?
It was I don't know. Like somebody singing, but out at sea. Like singing, but telling me the way home. God, I must have been drunk.
Maybe it's aye and maybe it's no. Oh, look, I think that fellow wants serving, son.
Can I help you, sir? Do you have a room number? 116. I'll just get those for you, sir.
It surely can't be. Oh, no, that's just old wives' nonsense. Should I tell him, I wonder? He's not so bad for an English lad. Ah, dear, dear. I'd maybe better have another wee dram while I think about it.
Longer hill than I thought. Must be out of condition. And they call this bit the lowlands bit of the island. Still, the map says there's a pub somewhere near here. Oh, wait a minute. It is. It's a seal. Wow. I'll just park here. That is amazing. My first seal just sitting there on the rock like an inverted comma or something. Just staring at me. Wow.
Hello.
Where'd you come from?
I was here all the time.
Are you soaking wet?
No.
Oh, no. I must be.
Probably. So, hello.
I'm sorry. Hello, I'm Paul. I was just...
And I'm Dovrin.
That's a beautiful name.
Thank you.
And you're a beautiful... sorry. I was just watching that seal out there, on the rock. Can you see it? It hasn't moved. It's as still as if it were...
As if it was made of wood?
Yes.
That's because it is.
What?
It's made of wood.
No. It's a seal. Look at the way it's sitting on the rock.
Not moving?
Yes. Not moving. Not moving at all. Oh. Is it really made of...
Of wood, yes.
I really thought it was that. It's my first one.
Well, can't always believe what you see, especially in these parts. The wood carver's workshop is just around the corner. Shall I hop on?
What?
Shall I hop on your bike? Like this?
On the crossbar? Are you sure? You might fall.
Not if you hold me. Like this.
No, not if I hold you like this.
Come on then, Paul. Let's see where the road takes us.
You want to see her, Fergus. Dovran's the most amazing girl you've ever seen.
Well, you're right, smitten lad, that's for sure. Bonnie, is she?
Dark brown eyes, short, kind of auburn hair. Cut so short you can see her ears. Such tiny ears, too. Oh, sorry, Fergus. Are you ready for another one?
I have a right druth on me, but I'm paying for this one. What will you have?
Just a half for me. Aaron blonde, thanks.
Same again, please, Jim. Well, you're developing quite a taste for the island one way or another. Where did you say you met her, your young lady? Where does she stay? I mean, where does she live?
I'm not sure. But I met her at Corrie, down at the seashore. It's like she just appeared out of nowhere.
Dovran, you say? An unusual name. Not one I know. Her family are maybe incomers then.
She took me snorkelling the other day. I'd never done that before either. You should see her swimming. You think she'd spent her life underwater?
Ah, would you? Would you indeed? Have you ever heard of a selkie?
Is that another single malt?
Not quite, lad, no. They used to tell stories of all sorts of strange things when I was away. One was the story of a fisherman who fell for a selkie. He caught her in his net by accident.
A mermaid, you mean? With a tail below and nothing on top?
Not a mermaid. A selkie is a seal that can leave its skin at will and change into a woman.
A shapeshifter?
Oh, I suppose so. We call them turnskins. Anyway, the fisherman falls in love with the selkie, and he finds her sealskin and hides it so that she can't go back into the sea, and he marries her.
That's okay then.
No, it's not, because she pines for the water and grows more and more unhappy. And one day, when the fisherman is out at sea, she finds the skin in its hiding place, and when he comes home, the hearth is cold, and the house is empty. She's gone back to her own people.
For good?
For good.
And what happens to the fisherman?
It depends on the version of the story. Either he goes into the sea to find her and he drowns, or he stays at home and waits for her until he dies of a broken heart.
Right. And your point is?
My point? Honestly, lad, I am not too sure. Thanks, Jim.
Cheers, Fergus.
Aye, slander.
Anyway, as I was saying, I want you to meet her. I'm telling you, Fergus, that girl is something else.
Something else? Aye, that's just what I'm afraid of. I just can't get used to walking without a dog. Feels like a pointless bit of exercise, like a game of golf. I grant you all Jess was slow enough, but still, no chasing sticks like you used to, hey, Jess? Oh, you silly old talking to a dog that's not there. Going to Lally. They'll be locking me up yet. Oh, fine morning.
It is that.
Oh, you're a lassie.
I am indeed.
Oh, I'm sorry. The boots and the anorak had me fooled there. Oh, that's a fine big camera you've got set up on the tripod thingy.
Yes, it is. Know anything about cameras?
Not a thing. But that looks like a powerful beast, right?
It's not the newest, but I get some good shots with it.
I have not seen you here before.
My first time on Arran. I'm from the northeast originally, but I've been working my way down the west coast. I want to capture as much as I can before climate change really starts to affect us.
You're here for the seals, then? They always look good in photos.
Well, partly. But I'm trying to shoot the sea otters. I'm told they hunt off here.
So they do. But I'm down here most days, and I've only ever seen them maybe 4 times. They're awfully shy.
Whereas the seals just lie around waiting for the phone call, eh? In the nude too.
Yes, they're not shy at all, that's for sure. Well, I'll let you get on.
Martha.
And I'm Fergus. Good to meet you.
You too, Fergus. Enjoy the nudes.
What? Oh, yes, I will. Oh dear, I am blushing, and at my age too. Let's get down onto the beach. That's the easiest way down. Oh, no breeze this morning, but I reckon there's rain coming. I've just got time to walk over to see if Big Ben's there and head back for a wee cuppa before it starts. Why does that blessed boy keep coming into my head? He's a bit of a landlocked look to him, for all his trendy beard. Ah, well, this place will soon have the cobwebs blown off him, won't it, Jess? No, Jess. But then you never did answer back much, did you? And there are the seals. I thought they'd be here by now. How many today, I wonder? At least I remembered my binoculars. Not as powerful as Joan Lassie's camera, maybe, but they'll do. There's Big Ben. He has the best rock as usual. And there's 1, 2, 3... Jings, there must be 25 or more I can see from here. And there's another one just coming up. That's one of this year's young'uns. Not that. That's just a wee rock. I still keep thinking of that boy. I don't suppose any of you selkies is hanging around Corrie Shore these days, fishing for a human boy. Daft beard, floppy hair, can he hold his ale? No, I don't suppose so. It's nonsense anyway, old wives' tales. And who believes them nowadays?
Mr. Fergus!
Yes, what is it?
Mr. Fergus!
It's just Fergus, lass.
Fergus, yes. I think I've just seen someone in the sea. I think it's a girl swimming off that big rock I was watching. Over there.
Not today, surely. It's not swimming weather, unless...
Unless what?
Oh, no, it's a foolish idea. Where did you see her?
Just there, where I'm pointing. There she is. But she's not in trouble, I don't think. Look, she's cutting through the water.
They say there are selkies around these parts.
Selkies? The seal people? But that's just...
Old wives' tales, I know. Stories of the she.
The fairies?
Shh, child. Don't call them that.
You surely don't believe in...
No, of course not. But it's just better not to name them. Just in case.
But the swimmer, shouldn't we call someone?
Show me again.
Give me your binoculars. There, look. Oh.
What is it?
It's a young seal. It's trailing seaweed from its mouth. I was sure I saw...
Let me see. Oh, that's just wee Eck. Look, he's pulling himself out on that flat rock. He's spitting the seaweed out. It must have thought it was a fish. He has a lot to learn, has wee Eck.
But I could have sworn. Oh, maybe I'd better lay off the Arran beer, stick to lemonade in future. There's no swimmer out there now, is there?
No, definitely not. There's nothing there now. Well, I'd better get back to the house before the rain comes in.
And I'd better get back to my otters. That was weird, though. Really weird. Bye, Fergus.
Aye, bye, hen. Or not so weird, maybe. What are you up to, Big Ben, wee Eck? What's going on out there?
La mer qu'on voit danser le long des golfes clairs.
How'd you wine?
Nice and sharp. How's yours?
Nice and mellow. I quite like it when the waiter pours me a drink for a change.
For some reason I thought you preferred beer. Aaron Blonde?
What?
Pierhead Tavern beer, or so I heard.
Oh no. Who told you that? Did somebody put me on Instagram?
Instagram? No. A little bird told me.
What little bird?
A wee oyster catcher, if you must know. One of this year's fledglings.
Now you're taking the mickey. Bet it was Fergus, wasn't it?
Not Fergus. Let's just say nothing escapes us sea-dwelling folk.
Well, what happens on Arran had better stay on Arran.
Aye. We know how to keep our secrets close.
What would you like?
We don't go much for starters or sweets, really. And there's no lobster on the menu. But, may I have the whole langoustines?
Of course. With fries or salad.
A little seaweed. Salad. That will be lovely.
Steak and chips for me, I reckon. Excuse me, I think we're ready to order. The langoustines and the steak, please. Well done.
Right you are.
So, I still haven't seen any seals. It was the one thing I wanted to do here.
Can't think why.
How do you mean?
Seals are very overrated. They just lie around on the rocks most of the time doing nothing. It's no wonder they're overweight.
Even so, when you've been brought up in a city in the middle of England, it'd be a thrill to see some. Someone told me to go to a place near Brodick Castle.
The little car park at the shore. They built it specially.
That's the one. I went there and I waited for ages, but I didn't see a thing.
The seals don't go there anymore.
Why not?
They got tired of people gawping at them. They went off to Kildonan shore instead. They value their privacy, especially at mating time.
How do you... You're kidding, right?
Maybe. But wouldn't you?
Wouldn't I what?
Value your privacy, especially at mating time.
Yes, I guess. I would. I do.
Actually, they mostly do it in the water.
Who does?
The seals. Very unimaginative creatures.
Are they? Right. Oh, good. Here's the waitress.
Langoustines?
You're not unimaginative, are you, Paul?
No, absolutely not.
And steak. Enjoy.
Thanks. Thank you. Well, this looks good to me. So does yours. I've never had langoustines in my life. Are they just like big shrimps?
You're such a land boy. I'll have to start calling you that. A big, handsome land boy. No, it's more like a small lobster, really. Delicious.
What? What are you doing? You can't just crunch it up whole like that, can you?
Well, it depends what you're used to. These are excellent, though. Too good to waste a morsel.
I'm not sure I'll ever get used to this. Island life.
It's just such a pity they insist on cooking them. What's the matter, land boy? Aren't you going to eat your lovely steak? And then maybe you'd like to come over to my place?
Avec les anges si purs, la mer, bergère d'azur.
This is my favourite place. It smells of home.
Where is your home?
Oh, not far from here. Do you want to play in the water?
In the sea, you mean?
Yes, land boy. Of course in the sea. Are you scared? Don't be. It's summer, so she's in a good mood. She can be very unpredictable when autumn comes. Her moods are tied to the moon, you know.
Whose moods?
The sea, of course. Oh, you have a lot to learn, land boy. Time to play now, though.
How do you mean, play?
I'll show you. Come on, get your things off.
Are you taking... what? All the... Oh my God.
Well, don't just stand there. It's not cold tonight. See? Just run straight in, Paul. Don't stop to think, my love.
I can't believe I'm doing this. My love. I'm doing this!
Oh, it's glorious to be back.
You like the water then?
You could say that. Come over here. I'll help you find your stone.
My stone? What do you mean?
I'll show you. Swim towards me. Now straighten your body, like this, and tuck in your front paws. Now kick with your back paws and go down, like this.
I can't. It's impossible.
Here, take my paw, and we'll go down together. That's it. Now kick. Now hold my paws like this and twine yourself around me, like this, and swim with me, like this.
Wow. I didn't think I could stay under for so long.
And you found your stone. You must carry it for always now.
It's beautiful. Like you, Dovran,
And I found some more stones for juggling.
For juggling?
Yes, let's play keepy-uppy. Lie on your back like this and roll them between your paws, like this. And under your chin, like this.
Like this? Ah!
Not with your nose, like this.
I'm getting it, I think. Ah!
And after this, we'll swim over and annoy those fat, lazy seals, just for fun.
All right, I'm coming. Can a man not even have a pee in peace? Hello, hello. Oh, it's yourself, Aggie. I was just... Never mind. What can I do for you? Is Dougie all right? Just the same as he. Good. Well, I wondered. It is barely 7 o'clock. Is there an emergency? What boy? The one English one? You mean Paul that works at the Ochrani? What do you mean gone? Gone where? Well, I knew nothing about it. He didn't... Wait a minute, there's a note on the mat there. How would I know what's in it? Let me get it. It just says Fergus. On the envelope, of course. I'm about to open it, Aggie. Just hang on. I've only the one hand. I am reading it. Well, he's away right enough. Listen to this. Hi,
Fergus. I just wanted to say goodbye before I set off on my travels. Had a brill time here, but I want to go exploring with Dovran. Try living wild for a bit and see how it goes. I've been too long landbound. I know you'll understand. Cheers for the chats and the good advice, mate. I've left you the bike. Paul.
Where? No, Aggie, I have no idea what it means. You know as much as I do now. And I'm sorely needing a cup of tea. Later maybe. Bye-bye now. Jessie, lass. That one's a queer thing to happen, right enough. Oh, I wish I had you to talk to, girl. I really do. I will never understand folk if I live another 50 years. And that's not likely to happen, is it, Jess? Oh, damn it. I'm a silly old fool. I should have told him. I should have said what I meant to say instead of chickening out. I should have said...
Hello? Hey, Fergus! Come over here, quick!
Quick, is it? I don't think...
Come on, Fergus!
What is it? What's the rush?
They're here! Come and look!
Who's here? What are you talking about?
You've got to come and look! I was hoping I'd see you.
Oh.
Look through the viewfinder. Here.
Oh.
Aren't they wonderful?
Oh, yes. They really are.
2 otters! 2! There must be a mating pair. Look how they're crunching on that huge lobster. They're not fighting over it, are they?
No, they're sharing it. That one, the smaller one, it's as though she's helping the bigger one.
Let me see. Oh, now she's bitten off a claw. It's like she's offering it to him. I've never seen that before in all my time as a photographer. These pictures will be absolute winners.
Amazing. It makes you wonder.
It really does, doesn't it? The wonder of the natural world. There's something else, aren't there?
Something else? Yes, I think they very well might be. And that was it. Doesn't prove anything, does it? After he left the note on my doormat, I heard nothing more of Paul or his young lady. But now and again a fresh fish or a new caught lobster appears on my front step, like a gift from a friend. And no one seems to know who left them there. So I have stopped asking. But later, in the spring, there was another wee surprise left for me, wrapped in a sort of seaweed blanket. It was a tiny pup. Here, boy, you owns a jellyfish. You can't eat that. There's a good lad. On you go. He's a funny-looking wee soul with his sleek brown fur and his clever black nose. Folk remark on his long whiskers and short round ears, but most don't notice his webbed toes. But he loves our long walks down the shore, and he's a great one for the swimming. You wanting in the sea now, Otto? Not too far then, boy. On you go. One day, I took it into my head to visit the library in Brodick. Wee Jeannie Maguire found me an old book in the stockroom with a strange picture of a creature called the Hound of the Deep, or Dovraku. My great-granny never knew about this one. It's a very dangerous Irish fairy by all accounts, and bloodthirsty too, they say. They say it looks like a cross between an otter and a ferocious dog, and it can grow up to 7 feet long. Jeannie will be wondering why I would suddenly want to know about such things. But that's none of her business now, is it? Otto! What did I tell you? Come here, boy, here. Ah, good boy. What have you got there? Caught a wee fish? Oh, you're a clever lad, so you are. I'm thinking it's time we were heading back now, though. Time for our afternoon cuppa, and a wee treat for you, maybe.
Sea Change was recorded in Glasgow in collaboration with the Hospital Broadcasting Service. The part of Fergus was played by Robert Donaldson, Paul by Ingram Noble, Dovran by Rachel Macpherson Graham, and Martha by Kirsten Maguire. The ferry announcer was David Bannerman, and the waitress was played by Jill Korn. Our sound engineer and producer at HBS was David Bannerman.